Hola guys, it's Katie and welcome back to Steal the Spotlight. Today I'm going to be talking a little bit about my online certificate program with Teen Vogue and Parsons School of Design. I briefly mentioned it a few months ago now and I was so excited, and it seemed as though a lot of you were keen as well, because ever since that video I've received so many questions about if I'm enjoying the course, have I started yet, what are my thoughts on it, would I recommend it, etc, etc. So I thought I'd address it all in one video. So I wasn't too sure how to lay out this video because I have a ton of info to share, but I thought we'd start off with just listing the really basic points, so if you've never heard of the course before, you'll have a little bit more background knowledge on it. Who it is run by. It is run by Teen Vogue, who I'm sure we have all heard of, and they've partnered up with one of the main fashion schools in New York City, which is Parsons School of Design. And then as for what you receive, it is a completely online certificate program. So after the course, you walk away with a certificate in fashion industry essentials. Thirdly is the price, which I don't know if you guys have done too much research into fashion courses and things along those lines, but personally this is definitely the cheapest one I have come across. And I think that the last main basic point is how long you get to complete the course, which is 12 weeks in total. Alrighty, so now we are finished covering the basics, at least I hope we are. We can delve in a little bit deeper. The first topic I wanted to cover on more depth is definitely the fact that it is 100% online. I am thrilled that I have been able to study through a school that beforehand I would have had to have been in New York City to get the certificate. Now it doesn't matter where you are in the world, who you are, anyone can apply to complete this certificate program. The other thing I really love about it being online is that it's so much easier to fit into your schedule. For me, the past month of October was one of my busiest months of the entire year, and that is just not even including the course. I was kind of a little bit worried that maybe I should have started the course after all of these prior commitments, but even with my really busy schedule, I was still able to fit the course in with no dramas. As far as how you learn, I suppose that's what you would classify it as. It is so visually based, which I think is amazing. I mean, let's face it, if we're trying to get into the fashion industry, we're probably very creative people and therefore really like to learn through visuals. So the amazing thing about this course is that there are so many videos for you to watch. They're straight to the point, and you're watching all different types of lecturers from Parsons and even fashion insiders from Teen Vogue as well. So you're getting a really good variety from lots of different people, and it's all through visuals. So I have found it so easy to learn. One of my favorite things to do is just to go down to the coffee shop, put my earphones in, and just watch the videos. It doesn't even feel like work because you're kind of just relaxing and learning about what you love. I believe I briefly mentioned this before, but you do cover 5 different course topics over the 12 weeks. So I thought I'd just break them all down for you so you kind of know what you will be learning in this course. So the first one is unlocking visual style, and so far this has been one of my favorites because it was all about kind of branding your own aesthetic, and it was just about seeing how you can do a cohesive sort of collection of photographs that really tell a story. So I found that very interesting, and I feel like it definitely tied in well with what I am most interested in because I do love the styling aspects of things. The second course was thinking like a designer, and this was such a hands-on approach. We got to try so many different things, and the videos for this were really informative, showing us how people create different patterns and all sorts of things like that. The third course is understanding fashion production. So this definitely leans more on the business side of things. So if you've ever been intrigued about the behind the scenes aspects, you will absolutely love this unit. It goes into kind of how you go about pricing your items, finding fabric swatches, and just everything that leads up to actually producing a garment. Number 4 is working in fashion media. So hello, that was right up my alley. It was all about branding your own social media and really looking closer into the photography aspects as well. And the 5th and final course is developing fashion marketing and PR skills, which sounds super interesting, but at the time of me filming this, it hasn't been unlocked yet because they release the topics every 2 weeks. I know before I started the course, one of my main concerns was how much work it will actually be, the time frame on it, and you know, how many assignments I actually have to complete. So for each unit there are 6 assignments, and that might sound like a lot, but honestly, half of them you'll be able to do in like under 60 minutes. And as far as the difficulty of them, if you're having any trouble, there are online tutors that are happy to help. Personally, I haven't had to use them yet because all of their steps are really straightforward, so you should be fine. But the other option is that there is actually a student gallery. So whenever one of the students has completed their work, it uploads into the student gallery. So if you're like, oh, I think I know, but I want some reassurance, just click on the gallery and you'll see what other people have already done, and it'll just give you a push in the right direction. So the last topic I want to cover is the question I continuously get asked about how this can help them in the future. And I think one of the major benefits is that throughout the entire course, they are helping you build your own portfolio. That's what you're going to take to all of the job interviews, and that's what's going to help you land your dream job. And on top of that, I do recommend not just looking at the core course videos, because there are so many added and extra bonuses here and there. So make sure you're watching all of them, because I've seen some extra videos about how to perfect your resume and just things like how important having the perfect LinkedIn is, things along those lines, which again are very valuable on top of just having all of the knowledge that you've just learned through the certificate. Obviously, another way it helps is that at the end of it, you do have a credential. You can put down the certificate on your resume, and it's not just from here, there, or anywhere. It's from Parsons School of Design. This is one of the most well-known schools for fashion, so this is a big bonus on your resume. Other things are just that it gives you the confidence. You can now be like, yeah, well, I know that stuff. I definitely feel like I can work in the industry. And honestly, when it comes to landing a job, confidence is key. So I think that that's one of the main things I'm going to take away from it, because even though I loved fashion before, I was kind of unsure if I was worthy of being in the business. Now I have the confidence because I know I have the knowledge across a variety of fields in the industry. So I really do hope that this has answered all your questions about the Teen Vogue Parsons School of Design course. If I did miss anything out though, feel free to leave your questions down below in the comments, and I'll get back to you with the best answer I possibly can. If you do still want some more info, I'll leave some links to the frequently asked questions on the Teen Vogue site, and also an enrollment link if this video has inspired you to study for yourself. And let me know if any of you have enrolled, when you're starting, if you already have, what you think of the course. I'd love to chat to you. So I'll see you guys in my next video on Sunday, or over on my Instagram at Steal the Spotlight.